Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve these crochet braids. So let's get started. So we're going to start off by sectioning off our hair. Today I'm going to be trying a new braid pattern. I'm just going to be experimenting to see different braid patterns and how it affects the finished look. So this is optional, but we're just going to go ahead and flow with it today. So I'm going to do a small subsection in the front from ear to ear, and then I'm going to start off by partially corn rolling my hair, and I'm going to be corn rolling my hair in a slant. So that means the braids are not going to be straight back. And I'm doing this because I know I want to wear the hair to the sides, but I also want to have the hair off of my face. So I'm going to be installing the hair a little bit different today. Once we braid all of that hair, I'm going to take all of those braids and connect them. So that's going to get all of those cornrows connected into one large cornrow. And then I'm going to complete this process on the opposite side of my head. Now, as I stated earlier, I'm just going to be experimenting with my braid pattern. I'm just seeing how the different parting in the different sections, how they affect the overall style and the finish of the crochet braids. So on this side, I'm going to be putting these cornrows on more of a slant. And once I finished doing the crochet braids, I was definitely able to see a difference. I was able to get more cornrows in the front without adding so much tension on my hairline. So I definitely recommend putting your cornrows in on a slant. Now, just like the other side, I'm going to be connecting all of my cornrows, and I'm going to create one large cornrow going down the side of my head. So once you finish that cornrow, this is how your hair should look. And then these next two cornrows for me are the most important because this is going to create your base. With my crochet braids, I love to be able to put them up in a ponytail, and these braids are critical for achieving that look. So I'm going to just take a section and I'm going to go all the way around my head. Now, try to keep this braid as small and as flat as possible. And I'm also going to be connecting that cornrow as you see here. What I do is I lift the cornrow up and I connect it to the cornrow right next to it, and this is going to keep your crochet braid style flat. I am really a stickler on flat crochet braids, and I know that sometimes it can be a little bit bulky, but if you take your time and you section your hair off properly, your hair will be nice and flat and you'll be able to achieve the style that you're going for. So I'm going to take that same cornrow and go across the nape of my neck. And then I'm going to complete this process on the opposite side, and I'm going to show you how I connect both of those braids together. So we're going to cornrow all the way down, and when we get halfway to that cornrow, we're going to take the one that we have in the front and we're going to connect it. Remember, all you're going to do is take the end of the cornrow and insert it into the cornrow right next to it. And this is how you're going to keep the crochet braids flat. Once we get down to the nape of the neck, we're going to also take that same cornrow and we're going to add that to the second cornrow. So once that's complete, this is what your cornrow should look like. Now, this again is mandatory, but if you want to wear your hair in a ponytail, I would highly recommend that you try this braid pattern. At this point, we're just going to go straight down or straight back, and then we're going to connect the ends of the cornrow like we've been doing before, and this again is going to ensure that your crochet braids are flat. So when I get to the back, I like to again connect all of the cornrows, and as you can see, I'm just going to lift up the end of the previous cornrow, insert that into the hair, and I'm going to continue to cornrow straight now. I'm going to do this on both sides, but the way that I like to work this is I start on one side and I work my way to the middle, and then I go on the opposite side and I work my way to the middle again. Now at this point we have one cornrow left in the middle, and I'm going to be connecting this braid from my right side as well as the cornrow from the bottom, and I'm going to do this mid cornrow, and then I'm going to braid it about 5 times, and then you're going to see me connect that bottom cornrow to the middle cornrow as well. I recommend this braid pattern for anyone who has long or dense hair. It's going to give you the flattest braid pattern possible. So now once we finish this braid, we're going to start by installing our hair. So the hair I'm going to be using today is the Fill Me hair, and I'm going to be using their red ombre hair, and I got this from sogoodbb.com. I'll have all that information listed in the description box if you guys want to get more information on the hair that I'm using. So to install the hair, it's a pretty simple process. You're going to install your latch hook underneath your cornrow. You're then going to attach your crochet braid to the latch hook, pull it through, and then you're going to take the ends of your crochet braids and you're going to pull it through the pre-existing loop inside of your crochet braids and pull, and that's how you're going to secure your crochet braid. You're going to complete this process all over your head, but today when we get to the front, because we're experimenting with a different braid pattern, we're going to be installing our hair a little bit differently. Now for the front, as you can see, I'm going to be installing my crochet needle in a downward position, and I'm doing this so that my crochet braids are going to lay forward. I don't want my crochet braids to lay on the side, so it's just going to give me a different look. And also too, by installing my needle in a downward position, it tends to hide the partings a little bit better. So I'm going to do this on both sides, and I'm going to continue to fill everything in. Now as you can see, I like to experiment with different angles for inserting my needle, and again, this is just so that I can get more coverage without applying so much hair. When I get to the cornrows that are right above my forehead, you see that I like to insert my needle upwards, and again, I'm doing this so that it's going to give me maximum coverage in my partings, and also because I know I want my crochet braids in this area to go backwards, and I'm doing this so that I don't put tension on my forehead, and also so that I don't put any extra tension on my edges. So this is the completed look. As you can see, you don't see a lot of scalp, and it looks like I have box braids in the front, and I'm also able to put my hair to either side without any added tension. Now this is what the crochet braids look like at the bottom. I'm loving this red ombre color, so you guys definitely have to check out this hair online. Also, I'm able to put it up in a ponytail, and this hair is in 24 inches. And I normally never wear my braids this long, but I'm loving it because of this red. So that's it guys for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I will see you guys later.